Hi there, it's Grant here. I've got an exciting crypto update for you today from Palm Beach Crypto Income, which is Teeka Tiwari's elite crypto service. And he's one of his chief analysts, Greg Wilson, has given a really key update about what a digital dollar and Bitcoin ETF mean for crypto. And what I'm going to do is, it's some really interesting stuff in here. I just want to summarize what Greg, Teeka's chief analyst, said, because I think it's really, really important as we move ahead and as we approach the crypto bull run. But before I get into that, I just want to let you know I've just created and released a new free report where basically billions of dollars will soon flood into the crypto market, sending prices soaring due to two key events which will trigger the final crypto bull run. And if you want to get this special free report that I've just created, you'll discover the two key events and the 5 crypto coins that could soar in value when the next crypto bull run, and possibly the last ever one, comes around. So if you want to download this free report completely free, I'll just link to this in the comments section below and in the description. Just put your email address in here and you will be able to download it. And also I give weekly crypto updates as well when you join. So if you want to download it, link to this page in the description and comments below. Okay, so let's just go into Greg's update. So how could really a digital dollar be introduced? You've probably heard Teeka Tiwari talking about this over the past couple of months. He's been pounding the table, saying that a digital dollar is soon to be imminent. That's the first thing I'm going to touch on, and why this could be a huge catalyst, for the crypto bull run and for Bitcoin and crypto. So basically, the state of the government's finances isn't good. Basically, the US government is saddled with debt. I do believe they have to pay $2 trillion in interest, I think, every month. And it seemed, and according to Greg, it looks like there could be one more rate increase later in the year. Other countries, such as China, aren't buying, the debt from the US Treasury. And obviously with the war going on, we've got two major wars. We've got Ukraine war and now the war in the Middle East. How long will these go on for? No one really knows. And of course, there's always risk of escalation. And all of these factors mean that at the moment, according to Greg and my own research, the US finances and the government finances and economy isn't good. It's in trouble, and should there be a major sort of escalation in the war, that could send the US economy into some kind of crash. And if that happens, that could give US government and the Federal Reserve, reason to roll out the US digital dollar. And with this in mind, and with all of this uncertainty and a lot of investors and people skeptical about a US digital dollar because it's very intrusive, because the Fed will be able to see everything you spend, they can control your money and all of that, it's not good. A lot of big investors are now flooding to Bitcoin. And why is that? Because Bitcoin is decentralized, meaning that no one owns it. So if you buy and own Bitcoin, you're like your own bank. No one can touch it. No one can take it from you. And a crucial thing about Bitcoin is it's an immense store of value. It's like the new liquid gold. And that is what the current state of the US finances and a potential introduction of a digital dollar mean for Bitcoin, because a lot of institutional investors and investors are flooding to put their wealth into Bitcoin because it's a great store of value and it is pretty much safe from what is going on around the world. So that's point one. So the second point, is, what does a Bitcoin Spot ETF mean for crypto? If you haven't heard, BlackRock, which is the world's largest asset manager in the world, has applied for a Bitcoin Spot ETF to the SEC along with 11 other investment firms. And they're just all waiting to be approved. Now, what is a Bitcoin Spot ETF? Basically, it's a fund that will allow institutional investors access and exposure to Bitcoin. So if one of these gets approved, billions of dollars could flow into crypto. And you may be aware that recently prices of crypto surged. I do believe Bitcoin surged up around about 20%. And this was on the news that the BlackRock's Bitcoin Spot ETF was going to be approved. So that is a positive sign. And obviously it wasn't, but this is a positive sign that investors are just waiting for this to be approved. Now, more information about this. So when will this Bitcoin Spot ETF be approved? According to Greg, the deadline is going to be January 10th, 2024. That's when the SEC's got to make its final decision whether to approve or disapprove it. I mean, a lot of people now are thinking that the SEC hasn't got the grounds to disapprove it. So I think at the moment, it looks like it's going to be approved probably in January. And what does this mean? Well, once it's approved, I think the market's going to approve very positively. I mean, a lot of speculative investors are going to flood into the market on that news because they know billions of dollars are going to start flowing into crypto and Bitcoin in the coming months. And that could be a trigger along with Bitcoin's halving to trigger the next crypto bull run. So yeah, that is what the US economy, the US digital dollar and a Bitcoin Spot ETF mean for crypto. It basically, in a nutshell, just means all of this is good for Bitcoin and crypto because, the signs a lot of institutional investors and investors are losing faith in the current financial system in the US dollar, and they're putting their wealth into Bitcoin to store it and protect it from, the potential, disaster maybe the US economy is heading to if, we get a major escalation in the Middle East or the Ukraine. And also on the news that Bitcoin Spot ETF will be approved potentially in January. So that is what I've got for you. I hope you found this video update useful. Greg is, absolutely brilliant. He's a great analyst, and he's Teeka Tiwari's chief analyst at Palm Beach Crypto Income. So if you got value out of this one, or like the video one, or subscribe to get more content like this. Last thing I'll say, if you want to get my new free report, which will reveal the 2 key events and the 5 crypto coins that could soar in value in the next and possibly final crypto bull run, I'll leave this page down in the comments and description below. Just come to this page, click this button, enter your email address, and I will send you the free report. Plus, you'll get weekly crypto updates from me as and when there's any breaking news in crypto. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Hope you found the video useful and informative, and I'll speak to you soon.